Sherm Feller and I were friends for more than 10 years before his death in January of 1994. Since then, it's been my goal to get Sherm inducted into the Red Sox Hall of Fame. My argument can be explained in 10 famous words.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Fenway Park.
Sherm Feller was Boston's first radio talk show host. He was a songwriter, a composer, a promoter, a man about town, and a celebrity patron of every bar, restaurant, and racetrack in town. But more than that, Sherm was the voice of Fenway Park and the Boston Red Sox.
Working with Sherm was fun. I worked next to him every game from 1979 to 1986, and my job basically was Sherm's handler, to make sure that he didn't get in too much trouble, which was ridiculous because he just dragged me into trouble with him. Sherm's one of his tricks was he'd get on the microphone and he'd start to announce a player, and there were these long gaps when Sherm would announce a player. And if you're in the stands listening, you'd think maybe Sherm died or fell asleep. But no, he was usually just telling a joke, a punchline, or ordering food. So it would get something like, "No batting. Kenny! Number 42. Give me 2 hot dogs and a little beer. Just a little. Move on. First base." That was working with Sherm.
Well, the first time I heard about Sherm was when I was standing in center field and I could hear his booming voice right behind me. The speakers in those days were right behind the center fielder. Every once in a while, Sherman would forget to turn off the mic, and I could hear what he was saying in the booth up there, which wasn't supposed to be audible. I don't know if he knew it was off or on, or he was just funning with me, but, you know, he was saying some stuff that you probably didn't want to have go over the air.
Hi, my name is Jordan Rich. I'm a local radio person here in Boston, WBZ and elsewhere, and I had the honor of hanging out with Sherm and his buddies and my buddies for many, many years when he was working as a talk show host himself, which was pretty hysterical in its own right. And my impression of Sherm, my involvement with Sherm is more physical. I do the voice, but I also do the walk and the mannerisms. So if you can bear with me, I'll enter the room, I haven't done this in a long time, as the great Sherm Feller. God, I'm tired. I worked extra innings last night. It was a hell of a game. Is there any coffee? I am so tired. Let me sit down. Kylie, son of a... Kylie was bugging the crap out of me, Kenny. Just ridiculous. And then I had to bring 1,400 bats in my trunk and to get Freddie Lynn to sign them. And you know, he's such a pain in the ass. He really is. But anyway, yeah, that's it.
I came across last night 9 Ted Williams autograph balls.
You're not going to believe this. Fell off the back of a truck. 14,000 pounds of shrimp. Fantastic. And I got it in my trunk.
Gary, what size dress is your wife? Because
Yeah.
I've got 6 of them. I've got size 8 and size 10s and 12s. They're beautiful, beautiful dresses. Never worn. Don't ask where they came from.
Yeah.
They're nice.
I'll have a scotch, nothing but your finger in it, dear.
Our number 4, egg roll, served by a buxom waitress. Number 4.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, beer will be served to me at Fenway Park or anywhere else during, before, and after the 7th inning. Thank you.
This is Sherm Feller, who was a PA announcer here from 1967 to 1993. He is the one that set the standard. He is the one that, who still to this day owns that booth. I like to say I'll never fill his shoes, but I do get to sit in his chair. Before every game, help me out, Sherm, you and me. And go to work.
Designated hitter, number 34. David Ortiz.
The first time I was going to sit down in that chair, Sherm's chair, it's still Sherm Feller's chair. I'm borrowing it. I sat down and this is good. I'm going to be a part of a Major League Baseball game.
So these are Blohards in New York, and reminds me of my early days, Blohards. Funny. Well, all I have to say to you Blohards is go screw yourselves, and thank you very much.
I hope you'll continue to support Shermfeller's induction to the Red Sox Hall of Fame, and thank you for letting me present my case to you today.